This is the supine buttock stretch joint mobilization. All right, so this is basically the supine buttock stretch, but just using a mobility band to get that joint mobilization component into it. So to start, what you do is you want to place the mobility band right up into the groin here, so it's right up at that hip crease. Then what you'll do is whatever stride you're stretching, in this case it'll be my right side, I'm going to put my right ankle up on my left knee. All right, so then from here, I'm going to lift up like this, and I'm going to try and take this right knee and bring it a little bit over to my left shoulder, being mindful to try and minimize movement in my back. I'm not the most flexible guy in the world, so that's about all I got right there. All right, I'm going to hold that position for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. All right, you can hold it a little bit longer. As I come up, as I do this, I could also add a little bit of variety by changing the position of my knee. I could bring this knee down a little bit like this, and I could come up a little bit further. That changes the stretch. I could also, rather than bringing the knee across, I can just bring it directly up to that right shoulder here. So the same side shoulder. So again, by changing the position of the knee, that actually changes the amount of rotation in my hip. And by coming either across or a little bit more out to the side, it'll add a variety. Sometimes I get here and I just do little circles. Again, I'm trying to make the effort to minimize low back movement. It's kind of difficult to do with this exercise. All right, so I would say about a minute total. You can do 2 minutes. I would do both sides. To add a little bit of variety to the stretch, you could have the either band pulling you straight down like I am right now. It could pull you at an angle like this, where I am here, or it can also pull you right out to the side like that. I think it's a good idea to do all of them. I'd say the one I probably do the most of is where it's pulling it straight down. As with all the buttock stretches, just be mindful to not overstretch. If you feel worse after any of the buttock stretches, that means buttock stretching is probably not for you. So just use your best judgment. Lastly, okay, with this, to protect the knee, some people, when they do this, especially when they come out into this way, it can torque on the knee a little bit. And if you don't like that, that bothers your knee, here's a little trick that can help with that. Grasp your tibia here and actually internally rotate it. By internally rotating the tibia, it can take away some of that knee pain, and it can just protect the knee. So it's really not a bad thing to do prophylactically. So if I were in this position, like where I am right now, coming up, I can pull that into internal rotation. It's almost like I'm trying to take this ankle bone and rotate it in. I can actively do that and then do the stretch, and that can really help minimize any chance of getting knee pain with this.